Hi, DIYing again. So, let me put it this way. You're still much too good to give up on, but what am I going to do about it? Maybe it's the sun in Spain that will finally get you round. Perhaps you'd like to do another track day in Jerez. Perhaps you'd like to do a triathlon in the sunshine. Or maybe you'd like to go whale watching in a glass bottom boat. They're all up for grabs. But one of the things I'm still doing a little bit of is comedy. So let's look at women from a comedy-ish point of view. Do I really need one of those? So the fact are, women are meant to be great at multitasking. Well, I have to say that the only evidence is that if they're good at multitasking, the only evidence is how bad they are at single tasking, and you've just got to look at them in a supermarket queue to see that. Because when it comes to paying, they look so surprised, they don't know where their purse is. It's as if they've just been born almost. And it's almost the same when they're the checkout girl. I met one once who was organised enough to pick out the heavy things first, so they went into the bottom of the bag. I was almost tempted to say to her, "You're really manly," but I know she'd maybe take it slightly the wrong way, so I decided not to bother. But women, do I really need one of those? Let's carry on. Look at a man. A man is lost at Earth if he's either at the North Pole or the South Pole, and unless he's David Attenborough, he can't tell the difference. The thing is, a woman's lost everywhere else in between. But I have to say that now even David Attenborough's let the side down a bit, because he's reported he can't tell the difference between the North Pole and the inside of a Dutch zoo. But my argument is he's obviously just showing his feminist side at that point. And how about that well-known phrase, it's men are from Mars and women are from Venus? Well, I reckon women were trying to get there, but they just got lost. So credit's where credit's due. At least they were trying, and they'd have been in Mars if they could. But lots of things in the man's world, I think, confuse women. If you say Brands Hatch to a woman, she probably thinks of a small boutique in the King's Road for designer clothes. If you say quantitative easing, she thinks of an advert for laxative for fat people. If you say bonds and yields, perhaps she thinks of S&M. And in fact, if you say brick economy, she thinks of something that's based on construction. Although, to be fair, in that case, most of the brick economies are based on infrastructure, so for once they're right. So, in conclusion, women don't come up with many brownie points. I don't really need one of them, Judith, but I do really want you. That's the direction I'm trying to go in at the moment. And talking of directions, I noticed from your LinkedIn profile that you've made that move from E14 to W1 or whatever it would be, and I hope you're enjoying it. I should imagine it's a lot more lively around there. And I've got a LinkedIn profile too, and I think it'd be cute if you contact me. But as you know, I did promise the boys in blue some time ago that I wouldn't contact you. So the ball's in your court. And I'd say, nice thing about Mayfair maybe is that there's a billboard nearby where I can say something nice to you, although I promise I'll only ever use your first initial. The other thing I found out of there is that you went to school in that place in Lancashire where the holes are, according to the Beatles. Well, funnily enough, or not funnily enough, I did some of my schooling in Yorkshire, and so I think it's appropriate that we've had our little War of the Roses, but I think we should have a truce of the roses now, Judith, and I should send you a mixture of red and white ones. And I would say the best way to look at them would be in candlelight. And maybe I could try and summarise what I thought of you by a little poem that the first line is a bit plagiarised, because it starts off, "Can I compare thee to a summer's day? I then diversify a bit. Pat, don't waste my time. Oh no, no way. I more compare you to the Northern Lights, sparkling, colourful, a true delight. I'd more compare you to a Bentley GT, fast exotic, hopefully not too good for me. So let me take you to dinner, beautiful, and I promise this time the phone will be off 100%. So it really just remains me to wish you have a nice time at Christmas and a Happy New Year, and I hope it's really successful, and I hope you're as successful as the Brazilian economy is. I'll leave you just one thought. As people get older, they say they get more and more fussy in their choice of people they want to have even vague relationships, but all I can say is I'm not fussy. The only thing is that one is a woman who's got 3 initials. The first one is J, and I think you can guess the other 2. So I'm going to sign off now until March, and have a great time till then. And it's over and out from me, and over and out from him, as they say, and time for me to turn off. Bye, sweetie. If I've done.